Hey everyone, Jeff Sard from the Practical Drummer here. I'm going to show you a paradiddle diddle sticking in 4/4 using 16th notes. And ordinarily if I do this, and I've shown you before, it naturally accents the 2/3 polyrhythm with a dotted quarter note, which is the, for two measure phrases, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and back to 1. Or it would go to 2 in the next measure. It takes 3 measures to resolve itself, but we're going to do the 2 measures. And, because you know, as drummers we play a lot in 1, 2 measure phrases, for filling anyway. So, I'm going to show you a variation of it today though, but this one purely is up to speed. I'll just show it to you and then I'll break it down. So remember, paradiddle diddle is right, left, right, right, left, left. But I'm using 16th notes. So, you have to count it out. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Okay? So that was all right, left, right, right, left, left. Okay? But if I take the right hand and I put it up to a sound source, you're going to hear that 2/3 ring out. To a pulse, this is the trick, right? Is to play the left foot to quarter notes while these different stickings are going on. I'm not playing hand to hand, which is a lot easier. Now I'm fitting in double rights, double lefts, and you have to think it through and go slow. But I've done this a lot, so I'm going to bring it up to speed just so you can hear it ring over. And then I'll play a groove, play it again, 2 measures, and then I'll break it down for you. And then I'll show you a variation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you can hear every time I hit this, it was 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and back to 1 and 1 to get back into the groove. But underneath all these snare drums are 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and so forth. 4 E and 1 E. So you've got to go and 1 to end it, okay? Again, up to speed. This time I'll bring, instead of the right hand on the snare drum, I'll just bring it up to the tom. It sounds kind of cool. 2, 3, 4. Okay, you can do it on cymbals as well. Okay, so you can articulate this 7 ways to Sunday, right? You can put both hands up here if you want. Now that sounds kind of cool. And again, if you're soloing, this is great. This is great to pull out of your hat, knowing you're doing paradiddle diddles, and you're accenting the 2/3. Okay. Now, a variation of this is, I just came up with this today. I was driving in my car, and I think about drums all the time, and just driving, and this beat came to me, this fill came to me. So instead of going 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4, what I want to do is when I get to that accent, 1 E and 2 E and, I want to wait a beat. So I want to start that 6-note grouping again, but I want to wait a quarter note. So again, if I end on the end of 2, I'm going to start it on the end of 3. That's going to take us to 1. And then I'm going to wait and start it on the 2. That's going to take us to the end of 3. And then I'm going to end on an end of 4 and a 1. Okay? Play it slow. So again, I'm going to put the bass drum every time I hit up here, starting on 1. So essentially it's going to hit the 1, the end of 2, the end of 3, and then the 1 again, the 2, the and of 3, and the and of 4. So it's very weird. It's a very weird sounding fill, but again, we're just using double paradiddles. We're just leaving one quarter note space between each time we articulate it, okay? Slowly, it sounds like this on the snare drum. 1E and a 2E and a ready. Okay, so that was it on the snare drum. A little up speed. So I just played it there, improvising a little bit. So again, you can bring, see it sounds strange. If you strung two of these together, the first one I showed you and now this one, that would sound very odd, right? Let me try that right now, just as kind of like a solo idea, maybe a 4-measure solo. So what I'll do is I'll do the pure form, the 2/3 polyrhythm for 2 measures, and then when I go and 4 and 1, I'll go into that the staggered one that I just showed you. Okay, here we go. Right? See that? So that was a little bit slower. So I'll bring it up to speed, and I'll bring some toms into it and some cymbals. But again, I'm showing you the pure form of it. Now you can do anything. You could put the left hand over the timbali here instead of the snare. That would sound kind of cool, right? So, when I went into the pure form, I started it on a different beat. I kind of lost my place there. But again, I'm just kind of fumbling through this concept right now. I literally just thought it in my brain today. I've never played this fill before. And I came down for 5 minutes and I practiced it and I got it. Because again, there's this little pause. So the quarter note's going. So it's very strange to start it on an and. Right? It's easy to start it on the quarter note. But then when it hits the and, the 3, 1 and a 2 and 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2 and a 3 and 4 and a 1. Right? You have to really slow it down and count it out, and then you can get it. Let me try it one more time. See if I can get it in its pure form. So again, I'll just play 4 measures at a time. And now I'll put these 4 measures in, 2 of the regular and then 2 of the staggered groove. Let me see if I can get it. 1, 2. So there you have it, folks. Try that out. Your drumming will sound very cool, just like that, and it's not really that hard to do, okay? You do need to break down the right, left, right, left. You've got to make sure that you're always flowing with that sticking, but once you get it, in relation to the left foot here on quarter notes, sky's the limit. So post a comment, let me know if you like this video. Take care.